Hey, this is Matt Baker with TulsaWorld.com/SportsExtra, here with Barry Lewis, and the high school football playoffs are upon us. Barry, let's start with what are some of the best games in Week 1?
A game I'm going to be at, Bartlesville at Broken Arrow in Class 6A. It's really got the potential to be a dynamite game. Two of the best quarterbacks in the state, Kirby Schoenthaler for Bartlesville and Archie Bradley for Broken Arrow. I expect a lot of points to be scored. Two teams that are very capable of at least getting to the semifinals. I think it just is a tremendous matchup. Another great game is in 3A, where Verdigris visits Sperry, two of the top 8 teams in 3A. It's a rematch of the season opener where Verdigris jumped out to a huge lead, a 28-3 lead, before Sperry rallied and won 31-28, and that really set the tone for Sperry's season. And Matt, who are some of the sleeper teams you think are going to break out in this year's playoffs?
Well, let's stay in 3A. Sperry, of course, is one, but so is Tahlequah Sequoia. Braden Scott's had a tremendous year down there. Zach Robinson is a great kind of all-around athlete. They've got, certainly have the talent to make a deep run. In 4A, look for Oologah. John Van Singel, certainly, we've talked about him a number of times, been one of the most consistent, one of the top players of the year. They've only got the one loss, which was a close one to Wagner. And in 5A, East Central, and they've just got a lot of talent. They've got one of the best kickers in the area in Escobedo. They've got great receivers and Dino Teague and company, a great ground game, and a good defense. And that's normally breeds success come playoff time.
I really like Coweta as far as a potential sleeper in 5A. They're just very solid, and their only losses have been a narrow loss to East Central and to Wagner, which is undefeated.
Right, good team there. Barry, how about a couple of breakout players that we can expect big things of this fall?
We really haven't talked a lot about Booker T. Washington's quarterbacks, Jordy Albert and Dominique Sells. There was a lot written about Jordy before the season, and a lot of high expectations for him. And then when we heard that Booker T. was going to a 2-quarterback system, we thought, well, Jordy would eventually get most of the snaps, but Dominique Sells has really shown they can't get him out of the lineup. So I think they will come to the forefront and be in the limelight in the postseason.
We always talk about East Side, a couple West Side players that you might not know a lot about yet, but you certainly can. Donovan Roberts, Norman's running back. I saw him rush for almost 200 yards against a great Jinx defense the other night. He's a very durable guy. It normally takes one guy's not going to bring him down. It takes 2 or 3. And he's going to be tested early and often by Owasso. And of course, a guy we talked about, Barry James Sanders. Little Barry Sanders, his father's a great Hall of Fame running back, but at Heritage Hall, he's had just a phenomenal season. He's got offers for pretty much every college you could think of: Alabama, Tennessee, Notre Dame, Ole Miss.
Well, we saw a couple of weeks ago that Notre Dame could really use him.
Definitely. Barry, give us who are you putting on upset alert?
Upset alert. In Class A, Hominy has a losing record, 4-6. They're playing at Foyle, which is 7-3 in the first round. I think Hominy's got a great chance to pull off the upset. They started 0-5, but they really have had a strong second half. And also in Class 5A, Grove is visiting McAllister. McAllister had not lost until last week at Booker T. McAllister's been ravaged by injuries. I think they're vulnerable to being upset by Grove, which, if you look at their 3 losses this year, they've lost by 3 to Coweta, 3 to East Central, and lost by 1 to undefeated Wagner. So I think Grove has a type of game that really works well in the playoffs anyway, and I think they've got a chance for a big upset at McAllister on Friday.
I think they do too. Now let's close with this. Barry, give us one lock and one bold prediction throughout the playoffs.
Well, the last time Muskogee played a playoff game at Union, Muskogee won back in 2006. That's not going to happen this Friday night. Believe me, Union, I would say, is probably going to win by at least 40. And what's your lock of the week before I give you my bold prediction?
Well, the lock, I'm staying in 6A. Jinx wins the state championship, period. No question. No qualms about it. They just have so much talent, from the offensive line to the tailbacks, receivers, quarterback, defense, linebackers. There's no way they're going to beat, period.
And one bold prediction I have for this Friday is Verdigris at Sperry, but I'm going to say Verdigris is going to get revenge for losing in that Week 1 game to Sperry and pull off the upset.
I can see that. I'm going to go in 4A. I said all along I have no idea what's going on with 4A. Glenpool could win it. Douglas could win it. McGinnis could win it. Broken Bow could win it. Sallisaw could win it. I have no idea what's going on, so I'm going to make a prediction. Wagner wins. They're going to win state. They've just got so many playmakers. Jimmy Carter, Kevin Peterson, Prince McJunkins, all those guys. So my bold prediction, Wagner takes home the state title. 4A's
filled with intriguing first-round matchups in the area this week. When you talk about McGinnis at Glenpool, blockbuster matchup, Catoosa at Sallisaw, Hilldale at Oologah. There's going to be some good teams that are going to be going home after Friday night's game. It's just a great weekend of high school football coming up.
Yeah, and we'll be here to break it down next time at tulsaworld.com/sportsextra.